gentlemen, we are
live.
all right. You guys gonna start with the Batman first, or you want to do your MLB whole debacle, that whole situation?
MLB, you want to go?
You have to talk into the mic.
Yeah. I'm moving everything.
Oh my god.
I'm moving everything to get the mic closer, just so we all are aware.
Yeah.
You can pick that John up too.
I know.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I'd,
that's
I'd
fine.
like to get some news out of the way for myself before we just, some not the news, but like just a topic. I have dementia. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Joe. No, but it's so basically I've got really lucky. So on Christmas, my mom got me a $75 gift card to GameStop.
Okay.
Now, I was like, word, I was gonna go buy another controller with it, right? But then I was thinking about it, and I can now get MLB The Show 22 for free.
My guy.
So
I'm about to pull out my PlayStation just for that reason.
I thought wasn't the last one? Did you like the last one?
I did not. Well, no.
Yeah.
Okay. So the whole thing about the last one was, it was very good in certain ways, and in the ways that it was very, very bad were the most crucial. You know what I mean? Like it had a lot of good things, like the parallel system they brought into the game, which was revolutionary. It was very good. I liked it. It could be tweaked. I hope it gets tweaked, but it was very good. But the problem was animations that players would get locked into, and actual like gameplay and like the servers sucked. So
I saw something online that the animations are almost like the gas mask animation in Warzone, where like it gets stuck. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Oh, great.
Like, because Gavin, when were we playing? Sunday night?
Mm-hmm.
And you were literally killing that dude, and then the gas mask just all of a sudden
Yep.
comes off. Like you've been
No.
out of the gas for
Yeah.
like
Wait,
5
wasn't
seconds.
that Gio?
That happened to Gio.
yeah,
It
but
happened
better
to
the
both
other
of
night.
them. No,
Yeah.
it happened to both of them
I
because
was intense when it happened.
yes.
Why don't you just
were
be in your
intense.
house?
Just pulling it off, and it was just like I literally had a guy
me
dead
the
to
whole
rights.
time.
It was me the whole time. But yeah, I'm excited because we're getting new legends for the Phillies. Like the past years of MLB The Show, past couple years, we've been getting screwed over as Philly fans because we don't have a lot of legends that are good in the game. Now we're getting Jimmy Rollins. We have Jimmy Rollins from this past year. We're now getting Chase Utley and Ryan Howard all confirmed.
Oh,
So-
nice.
And then the best part about it too is like, I buy the game for like $60, or I use my gift card. I have $15 left over. Maybe I'll get like
A sticker.
no. I mean, I'm saying like I'll buy like a PSN card or something, and then
Oh,
I
that's
really-
what
I
you
really-
for MLB The Show to
really-
get the Phillies players.
yeah.
I really wish you could see a Thieves in your game.
I really don't want to see it.
Oh my
Even if I
God,
could
terrible
get it.
game.
Even
No,
if-
it's not.
even if I could.
It's a
get
great
it.
game.
Even
Awful.
if I could get it, I
We
wouldn't.
watch gameplay. It's awful.
It's fun. It's a fun game.
10 out of 10. Do not recommend Sea of Thieves.
Listen,
I heard
10 out of
that-
10 recommend Sea of Thieves.
I
He's
heard
wrong.
that game was a 0 out of 10. I heard from a friend of a friend
And-
that game was a 0 out of 10, and you shouldn't play it with. I don't know. I don't even know that one player.
Gavin
Boo.
Sea
of Thieves. You mean
tomato, tomato, tomato.
you mean Pokey Ray?
Oh my god, dude, her fucking TikTok is actually funny.
No.
You guys,
is it?
you guys like seeing her like your TikToks? They only pop up on my For You page, and it's her doing something like completely stupid. And it's like sometimes the guy I forget that she's like a celebrity, and she'll act like it's like you or like whatever it is. Just no.
Wait, who?
Pokey Ray.
Doja Cat. Oh.
Oh.
Got him.
Yeah, you got both
Got
of
him.
us actually. Got it. Got it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, so did you guys hear what happened with the actual? Did you guys hear what happened with the actual MLB?
Well, I know like the whole thing that happened with like there's like the
lockout and stuff?
The lockout, yeah.
So the MLB has now said that they have banned the shift.
What?
Yes.
Pause. What do you?
Okay,
what do you mean?
so in baseball, let's say you come up to bat, right? And it's mostly with powerful left-handed hitters, but let's say for example you come up and you're righty, right? So the defense is like this: you have third base, shortstop, second base, first base, right?
Yeah.
The third baseman moves as close to the line as possible. The shortstop moves to where the third baseman would normally play, and they all basically shift over.
Okay.
Sometimes you'll have a shift where like the shortstop goes into the shallow outfield, and
Sure.
then the outfielder backs up a little bit.
Okay.
A couple of different ways to do it. The whole purpose is because the majority of the time when you're up to bat, you hit the ball to one side of the field, so they're
Okay.
maximizing their opportunity to get you out.
Sure. No, it makes sense.
That
Smart.
is now banned.
Why?
It has been removed from baseball
For why?
to
Because
to
he is
try
a
to-
terrible commissioner.
to try to attract younger audiences.
So let me get this straight. Let me just.
Wait.
So the whole aspect of getting more outs, progressing the game, making it more interesting, different
Shorter
strategies.
game.
Yeah,
Because MLB games take
long as shit. So they do that, but their whole thing is no. It's gonna make the games longer. You can't use like a really good strategy. So what are they gonna do then? Like, what's the deal?
just play their normal positions.
Play the normal positions. They don't move, and they just hope for the best. Also, the bases are going to be bigger now. Like the actual physical bases are going to be bigger
Why?
because you have too many instances of players sliding off the bases or tripping like on them as they're trying to run. Like they have to cut like the way.
Well, no, I understand why, but like at the same time, you're dummy proofing a game where.
But it
Major
also
League.
it also really helps first base because
Oh,
there's
yeah,
been
for
a
sure.
lot of collisions and a lot of like toes or shins hitting like the back of the first baseman's leg as they're running. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know, but
Or hands and shit when they try
Yeah.
to slide.
well, Manny Machado did that. He kicked the shit out of
He's your favorite, right?
no, kicked somebody in the I forget who. I think it was like Freddie Freeman or something. He kicked him right in the back, like the Achilles tendon as he was running the first base, and it was like pretty much on purpose.
Hey, you know who should be the next legends that we get for the Phillies?
Who's that?
Odubel Herrera.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That's
Great player.
Yeah, great player.
Best
You know-
batting average on the team, obviously.
Yeah.
Community guidelines.
Oh my god, we already got into it.
I'm not saying it. I'm just stating facts. He literally he was off the team for a year and a half because he beat up his girlfriend.
And then all of a sudden, just poof, he back.
Then he's just back. We were going to get rid of him, and then all of a sudden they're like,
He's the best player on the team.
dude. Speaking of which,
someone's
He can
gonna
throw hands with
scream.
any pitcher
they're female.
or catcher. Because they're female.
That was good. That was a good one. That was a good one. We're getting canceled.
I don't care. We can't get canceled.
Yeah.
We're not big enough.
Watch just like one.
This
joint
one
blows
video
up.
just blows up to like 6
Get like
million views.
yeah 6 million views. We got like 1 million subscribers, and then they're like, oh
This
yeah,
is our lives now.
This is us now. Yeah, I don't know.
How wild would that shit be if he ever got like heavily monetized, and they bring up this? He goes, man, he really needs to get like fight people.
Train his
Someone's gotta train his
girlfriend.
girlfriend. And then we get fucking. We already got it. Like
sucks.
I told you the other day, like we got a community violation
It was
on
probably
TikTok.
me.
Oh, speaking
Or
of
Clay
TikTok,
saying that he
did
hates
It
you-
was Clay.
Brits.
Did you see what's with like the? You know the whole beef? You don't know because you're not really on TikTok.
Okay, continue.
But did you know the whole beef between the Modern Warrior?
Oh,
and,
the
like, that girl?
the wood wobbling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that
But
shit.
do you know like did you know that that she's claiming and like this other chick is claiming that they were like sexually assaulted? But this is why they were saying they were sexually assaulted was because they were saying they're calling it S-aid. That's what they're called, like S-aid.
I didn't hear this.
And they're saying it's because of
said?
of informed consent. So the way that would work is if like you and your partner were having unprotected sex and then you cheated on them without a condom and then you came back to them and had unprotected sex with them, you would be violating their consent because they don't know that you slept with someone else without a condom. So if they had an STD and you gave it to them, you know what I mean? So they're calling that SA, right? The problem with that though
That's stupid.
is you can then say if a girl comes to you and says, "Hey, like if you go to a girl and say, "Hey, you're really attractive. By the way, I'm a millionaire," and she sleeps with you because you're a millionaire, and then like the next day you're like, "Oh, I only have $12 in my bank account." That would be on the same line as SA, and talking about
Really?
that form of informed consent.
my
But
God.
no, I'm just saying that's what I just found
Yeah,
out
no,
yesterday,
no.
and I was kind of like.
Well, that
Because-
makes perfect sense to me.
But because it's 50-50, because there's people that are like on the app like, hey, I've had these experiences, I've been assaulted, and it is what it is. Versus I've been assaulted, and this is not what it is. You're taking away from what like actual like assault means. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's just it really is kind of wild how like things are like shifting when it comes to
Am I still in the frame?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
I
Because
moved
last
it,
time I was gonna say
I
last
moved it
time
over
I was
because I know
like,
you do that, but if you just scooch in and then
I
do that,
can't
and-
scooch anymore.
Oh.
The table.
No, you're fine. You're cool. No, you're cool. You're cool. You're cool. You in frame. What I was gonna say is like the whole aspect of like sexual assault, rape, First of all, let's put this out there. No one should ever rape somebody. Like that is
Yeah.
just like those people should be, as Ben Shapiro
Just
said.
buy a whore.
No, I think he meant horse.
Horse, yeah.
This is that.
Horse is that.
But like, there's aspects like this where it's like, oh, there's informed consent. I'm like, I think you're just mad that he cheated on you. But now you have people who are actually raped, actually assaulted, and they take it and they make it this whole thing where it's like people who, what's the rate of which like people just in general, just say rape in general, isn't it like the convicted rate of like rape is like?
I do not know the rate in which lobsters die. Sorry, you said a rate. So
I said rape.
No, you
I
said
said rate.
No, I don't know. I just
Something about rock
Because that's what pisses me off. People are
Tree
like,
lobsters?
they raped me, they did this, and I'm like, okay,
a
let's
rock
figure this
lobster.
out. Talking about raping.
No, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like you have the modern warrior guy who's a hypocrite, who's a raging racist.
Yeah, I really don't like him.
And he's
a modern warrior.
no, he's not. He's like, I combat racism by not moving for white people on the sidewalk. Go you.
Well, no, who said it the best? Someone was like, how do you stop racism? And then he was like, well, what do you mean? He goes, stop talking about it.
Yeah, that was
Who's-
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
On 60 Minutes. Oh, speaking of which, did you see what happened with Stephen Colbert too?
I did.
No.
I heard something, but
Oh,
I
you're
don't
gonna
remember what it
love
was.
this. So Stephen Colbert goes on the Late Night Show, right? And now the press secretary, right, has been fumbling over her words
Yeah.
in regards to answering
think what I
questions about about Russia, Ukraine, and about how far gas is going to increase. Stephen Colbert goes on the Late Show, and he
like what I
goes,
heard about this.
he goes, hey guys, I swear to God, he goes, hey guys, I know gas prices are rising, but you know what? I'm willing to pay an extra few dollars for a clean conscience. Stephen Colbert makes $16 million a year. So I don't think I don't think gas could. I think gas could go to $1,000 a gallon. He'd be fine.
So
He's basically saying that he's happy with paying more money as a rich celebrity for his gas because of his quote unquote clean conscience because Joe Biden got elected over Trump.
that's the one thing that blows my mind. And going to the gas thing,
Just remember, this is a very sensitive topic about community
'em.
guidelines.
fuck them.
I mean, not that I didn't already say we could
Yeah.
sexual solicitation.
Clay last week, I don't know where he is.
Oh,
today.
he said,
he's like,
but
I
well,
hate
Steve-O
rape.
pulled his dick and stapled it to his leg.
Yeah, so
Butterfly.
repeat it. Let me just go through it again.
But the whole like there is this aspect which I didn't actually know this. So refineries, right? There is actually a fuck ton of oil refineries in the United States that aren't pumping, aren't fueling, and people are like, well, why don't they just pump? And they're like, because if the demand is low. Or the demand is high and their stock is low, obviously the price goes up, so they're getting more money, right? And that's just corporate aspects where it's like they're gonna be like, okay, you're paying us more. Word sounds good to us.
We're very very screwed.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
We just officially cut off all ties to Russia in
Yeah.
regards of taking oil, being able to import oil from Russia. Like literally, if Russian oil comes in, we stop it at the border, and
See,
we're like,
see,
we're like
that's
at
the
the
whole
ports,
thing, like-
and we're like, we're not taking it, which now means that gas is going to go from $4.40 to like $8.40.
We're projected to hit like 11.
Man, 11, 12.
Yeah. It blows my mind. And there is this aspect people like, keep the Keystone Pipeline should have been open. Now, to be fair, the Keystone Pipeline wasn't even going to be pumping oil till mid 2023.
Yeah.
which still helps us by then.
It does. So
'Cause if
there's
we're
there's
just
so
not
many different
taking any
aspects.
Russian fucking oil,
I
I
just
mean-
like
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like there's some really shady stuff going on with this whole Russia and Ukraine thing, and I'll explain. Putin has always been, ever since I was in like high school, whatever. I've heard about Putin. Yeah, he's a dictator, but everyone seems to like him. If that makes sense. Like people are
most people in the country really do like him.
Yeah.
They think he is a fair leader.
right. So and people respect him, especially in Russia.
Yes.
Then all of a sudden, Biden gets elected, and world leaders are literally on the national stage, like laughing at him at like union, like UN, like conference and all that
Laughing
stuff.
at Biden and Putin.
Biden.
At Biden. Wait.
Biden.
So
Wait, did you say Biden or
yeah,
Putin?
at Biden.
Yeah.
At Biden. Then all of a sudden, Ukraine is like, "Hey, we're gonna join NATO," and Putin's like,
No, you're not.
"We're gonna go to war." And then, instead of America being like, "Hey, we support the acts on Ukraine, like we support like helping Ukraine, but we also kind of have to help our country, like we're importing oil from Russia, so it's kind of we're in the middle ground. We're not for or against any, whatever."
Switzerland.
But then all of a sudden we go, no, we are standing with only Ukraine. Screw Russia, and then
Screw our country.
and then cut off all ties in regards to like oil to Russia, and then it's just hurting America.
Dude, we were spending billions of dollars from oil from Russia, and then we sent $350 million to Ukraine.
yeah.
So we're basically funding
Both.
sides of the war.
Hey, 2001 all over again.
Literally, yeah. It blows my mind. It really does.
Listen, all I'm saying is 2001, 9/11 happened. Mm-hmm. We went to war for the war in
terrorism.
In
In Afghanistan, Iran, and the Middle East.
You ran where?
7 years later, we were in a national recession again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so
we're funding both sides of the war again.
so can I bring this up? I saw on my Snapchat today.
But
2
Biden's
years
anti-war.
Biden's nothing. Biden doesn't know what.
I don't know how. First of all, he's anti-war if anything, because he was in the administration with Obama when they enacted the war on fucking.
Yeah, but he's
Afghanistan.
anti-war.
And they bombed the shit out of Syria.
We will not be going to war.
We were trying to pull all American troops out of the Middle East as we possibly
Okay,
can.
but we'll put them all
Oh,
in fucking
yeah,
Europe.
yeah.
Right around everyone.
Yeah, I don't know,
But
but
hey, if Ukraine needs bullets, they can just go get our stuff
Yeah.
from the fucking Middle East.
No, yeah, literally. There's a
Well,
lot going on,
Blackhawks,
dude.
what you want?
yeah, let's go to the Middle East. Just take it.
Where you guys trying to go now, or
we're hotwire Humvee?
you ever see War Dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go to Jordan and then head down there and just grab all the stuff that we left there and we'll just
Yeah.
have it for ourselves and we'll just sell.
Yeah, because this is 2003.
Is it when it came out? 2003?
Oh my god, it's when it was
movie was-
based in.
yeah.
Oh my god,
I think it was 2003.
I love that movie. I might watch it again.
Right around that era.
Something-
Right around that time.
something like that.
Early 2000s.
Yeah.
It was after 9/11.
Dude, speak to the early 2000s, man. Like, I miss it. Do you remember whatever company was came out with purple mustard and ketchup?
What year was that? Because
Like
remember, I was born in
2004?
01.
It was like 04, I think.
I was 5.
I was 6.
I was 3. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was born in 98.
I was born in 2001.
Oh God,
Yeah, it was 99.
dude! I remember I was talking to Molly the other day about being in high school in like 2014. I was like, "Yeah, it was my sophomore year." Yada yada. She's like, "I was like 10." I was like,
Yeah, my sister was born in 04 and they're the same grade.
"Yeah." I was like, "Jesus Christ."
Wait,
I forget Amanda's
2014,
like-
I was 13.
Like, Amanda's like 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, she was watching, she was watching. No, I'm just saying, like,
She was watching Good Luck Charlie when we were over
yeah,
your house.
she was.
yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh.
Hot take. Bridget Mendler, the only reason I watched Good Luck Charlie.
Oh my god. All right. What about?
I think she's attractive.
Why is he foot on me? What are we going?
She's attractive. If we're talking about attractive,
Debbie
females-
Ryan.
Debbie Ryan.
no. What? What?
Actually, my babysitter's vampire. The babysitter that was the vampire. I don't remember her name.
The
Olivia.
guy.
Wait, Olivia Holt also though. Olivia Holt.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who Olivia Holt is.
No, we'll show you a picture.
It'll pop up here. I'll put it in.
The
right about there.
Actually, probably yeah.
Oh. No, there's someone else I'm thinking of, and I can't quite remember.
Selena
now.
Gomez.
No.
Wizards of
Ashley Tisdale.
Yes, but not who I'm thinking of.
What's the London Tipton? What was the actor's name?
Oh no.
Not Brenda's song.
I don't
You know her name, but off rip.
I know like all of their names.
What's the
What show are you?
Vanessa Hutchins. That's
Oh
it.
my God!
Oh
yes.
yeah.
I'm literally
Spring Breakers? Anyone?
I was literally just rewatching her like one of her music videos in my head, like trying to remember what like her face looked like and like what her name is.
Hey,
And it popped in.
Spring Breakers. Remember the movie?
No.
Selena Gomez, Vanessa Hudgens, and 2 other girls. It's basically like Disney girls gone wild later in life.
Oh.
It's well, not really, but like
Yeah. Also, 2016, 17, Demi Lovato.
we don't talk about her anymore.
I'll take that. 2016,
Do you have a
2017.
spoon in you, by the way? Do you have a spoon?
A spoon. Get that spoon out of my face. Yeah, dude.
Safety.
It's well, you know what's funny? Do you remember? Not funny, but do you know what's kind of? It's actually a little bit sad. Was Do you remember the chick that was on TikTok like years ago? That she was like, "Hi, my name is Margot," with her lizard.
Yeah.
She's like a polar or like a symbol or like whatever, like a you know, a speaker on like abuse and like how she was
really?
like abused and like all this stuff now, and she looks totally different now.
Wow.
But she's like super left.
Oh, really?
Oh,
like
so
nuclear.
speaking of abuse and sexual abuse and all that, going back to that topic, that sounds so bad. I'm sorry. The dude who owns Saratoga Pharmacy, he gave me all of my vaccines, right? Mm-hmm. He has 92 criminal charges of either sexual assault, child pornography. 92. He was such a nice guy.
Can we get to 100?
They're always nice.
They're always nice people. It's always how that works. And then just, it's like, oh yeah, we're talking.
God, somebody save Chris.
Dude, he sexually assaulted one of his foster kids.
Ooh.
Like, that's fucked up.
Well, a child molestation in any regard is fucking
Yeah, that's true too. That's true. How about the dude in I think it was Conchi or Chester? He raped and killed his 10-month-old daughter.
Oh, Jesus
Ew.
Christ.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, I was telling you this the other day. There was a kid from my high school that got is finally convicted.
Yeah, you were telling me a little bit.
What do you mean?
He apparently raped a woman at gunpoint in the Norristown Farm Park.
Oh,
And,
my God.
And then he was like arrested back in like 2017 or 18 for it, and then he finally is convicted to like 13 years or 20 years or something like that.
Oh.
Or no, it's It was I saw it on Facebook. It was 13 to 36 years. That was the sentence. I guess with the possibility of parole.
See that there really is like a weird aspect of like the charges for rape, because sometimes they don't even find out who it is, or when people don't even speak up. But like 30 years is a long time. But there's also people who like do it and get like 5 years.
There's people that
4
do
years.
it and then never know.
They never know.
Yeah, they don't get caught. They don't get nothing. And then there's also the people that are like, yeah, haha, mommy and daddy, you know, pay for your campaign funds. Let me just walk right out the courtroom.
Yeah.
It's like,
You know what's also fucking scary about like that whole aspect? People who lie about that shit.
Yeah.
Like women, guys, it doesn't like I don't care what fucking gender you are. Just preferencing that. But like basically the whole it's like all right, you are gonna go to the NFL, right?
No, I'm not.
well, you raped me.
That's what I'm saying is
I
like
know.
so like you're going to the NFL
accusation.
I'm like, oh well fuck it, you raped me.
That literally happened in 2013 or
Yeah,
14
and the one guy,
he was the number one. He was like a 5-star number one recruit coming out of Texas, I think.
yeah.
And he was his girlfriend of like 4
Oh,
years
yeah.
accused him of rape. Or
Yeah.
no, not his girlfriend. He had a girlfriend, but this chick accused him of raping her at a party.
sounds right, yeah.
And then he got sentenced to like, I think he got sentenced to 8 years or 12 years or something.
I don't know
And then
what
didn't he
this
get found not guilty?
because
later?
she admitted to
But
it. She admitted
it
to
was like 3 years later that they reopened it and they found him not guilty. And then his football career was over. His
She
NFL
admitted
chances
to it.
were over. Like, he was going to get drafted. He was going to be drafted probably to like
Top 3.
like yeah.
like
or
there
first
should
round
be
for sure.
there should be offenses and like
Oh, you should. The person who lied is not. First of all, that is
defamation.
Yeah, and it's also whatever. They should be charged. They should be
Yeah.
100% be charged.
But then in the same
They should go whatever the sentence that you charge that person with.
Double.
yeah.
You go for that
Yeah,
sentence.
I just think
You just
there-
took that many years.
There
of
should
that
be other
person's life.
aspect because I feel like if there's that aspect of like you lied, like there's one thing about being found not guilty, but if you lied, right? There should be like the whole turnaround where it's like, all right, this person's obviously not guilty, you're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? But in the same regard, it's like if this person also did fucking rape this person, he should get his fucking balls cut off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like they're
Yeah,
like,
obviously.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel sometimes
Speaking
they're
of the
like
NFL.
too late on people who
Speaking of
like.
the NFL.
Let's talk about some franchise tags
Dude,
and
they're-
the trades.
Yeah.
Like Russell Wilson
Yeah, Russell
going
Wilson's
to
on
the Broncos. They gave the whole farm. Not that that farm was worth that much, honestly,
the
but
Eagles need to sign DK Metcalf.
I doubt that's gonna happen.
DK.
DK.
Yeah,
DK.
we
Donkey
need to-
Kong does not play in the
we
NFL.
need, we need to sign DK Metcalf.
Donkey Kong.
Or we need to sign. We can't sign Calvin Ridley anymore. We're going to sign
Why? Wait,
because
what?
he. Oh. So Ray Rice suspended for
I saw this
12
post.
games,
yeah,
yeah.
I'll put it up here.
Josh Gordon suspended for 6 years for smoking weed.
Yeah. Yep.
Ray Rice suspended for like a couple games for beating his wife. Adrian Peterson beat his wife, suspended for like 6 games or 12 games, or maybe a year.
They seem to have a thing against weed, but not beating women.
Well, guess what else they have a good thing against? Calvin Ridley just got suspended for this next year for using FanDuel to
Yep.
bet on games.
Yeah, I saw that. It was a post of like this person's. Yeah, I saw
It
that
actually
post.
is in their contract, so that they can't bet on their own teams and everything
Yeah,
in their games. But he wasn't just.
it wasn't his team. I don't even
wasn't-
think he bet on his team. I think
No.
he was betting on random games.
Yeah, he was betting on other games.
Are you allowed to bet on like basketball? If you're
I
a
don't
part
He
of
know.
the
can't.
NFL?
He can't bet. So you can't gamble on football if you're in the NFL.
You can't wait on FanDuel or football.
You
In
can't
general.
gamble
Oh,
in football.
God
Like you
damn.
cannot bet on football because every game affects you technically.
How about Henry Ruggs? That's still just crazy.
Oh,
Do you
my
know? Do you know
God.
the
Yeah, I
ongoing
forgot.
development about how there's people thinking that it wasn't even him driving; it was his girlfriend. He took the rap for her.
Well, I remember when it happened.
I will not take the rap from
And-
nobody. Not when I'm an NFL
Well,
in
no,
the NFL.
It was like
Oh, hey, Gav.
it was like a thing where either she was driving or she did something that would inhibit him driving because there's a video of him on the curb with his hands in his head in his hands, and she's next to him like crying, screaming like I'm sorry.
Oh,
And why would you say that to someone that just almost killed you? You know what I mean? So,
The truth comes out.
Well, there's even that whole aspect
Bitches
of
be tripping.
Cain
Yeah.
Velasquez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, he killed the wrong dude.
really?
So yeah.
How do you
So-
like that? That
so I don't-
person's
I don't
image
know-
would be ingrained.
I
in my
don't
head
know.
if they
I don't know if
touched
this
my
is for real,
child.
but I was reading the comments, right? And because there was this dude that like raised a fuck like 10 grand, whatever it was, for Kane for his like court. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my fucking god. But like, apparently they raised money for him for his court fees and all this stuff. And then I wrote the comments.
Yes,
I was
Cain Velasquez needs money for his court fees.
He probably does.
he might.
He hasn't fought since like
2018, 2017.
2014.
Yeah, it's been out of the game for a little bit. But then like the whole comment section was like, he got the wrong dude. How are you gonna give him money for the wrong? I'm like, what the fuck? So when I put this in the podcast, I'll like do a little more research and just check it out. But like, apparently he shot and killed like the wrong dude. Yeah,
I don't understand how, though. Like, if someone touches my child,
I'm fucking
his
up.
brain
Yeah.
or my brain is going to have that person's face seared into it for life.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened or if it was true or not. But
Why
like,
wouldn't, he's a fighter. Why would you shoot him? Beat
I don't know if
the
he
piss
actually
out
shot.
of
I
him
don't know
with
if he
your
actually
hands.
shot him. All I know is like
That's
he did
what-
kill the dude that.
Was that what Rogan said? He wishes he would have beat him up instead of like killed him with his bare hands.
Oh, so he
the shit out
did beat
of
him. He did shoot him then.
Yeah, he
that's
shot
what I
him.
thought. That's what I thought. I just didn't know if
Yeah,
I
I
was
think it
wrong.
was Rogan that was just, like recently was like I wish he would have used his skill to beat him like to death or beat him up
Dude,
instead of.
It would have been
shooting
so
him.
much more
Dude,
gratifying.
that is
for
one of
him.
the things that I really like. It's that like tipping gray area from like for like the justice system where it's like if I came to you, I'm like, yo, this dude raped my daughter.
Okay, can we get off the subject of rape?
I don't know how we got there.
Can we
but
just
I
get
was-
away from?
You brought the Henry Ruggs, brought the Cain Velasquez.
I brought up Henry Ruggs
right,
getting into a
regardless,
DUI
regardless.
accident, and you're like, so rape?
Speaking of Joe Rogan, he brought up Mr. Beast.
Did he?
Yeah. I just saw he brought. I'm gonna listen to that podcast today. When I either when I get to work or when I'm working on schoolwork when I get home or
Nice.
edit this podcast. But yeah, I'm kind of hyped to listen to that. I'm surprised he wasn't already on like a big platform like that.
So,
Well, he
Oh, no, he wasn't on
he was
Impulsive.
like the Impulsive.
Yeah,
he
I
was on
did see that.
another one.
did
too.
you buy Eddie Hall's audiobook yet?
No,
It releases soon.
Doesn't.
Yeah, I bought it on my phone. I'll tell you when it releases.
I tried out
it's
Half Thor's
serious.
like deadlift program, but dude, holy! I think I made it to week 5.
I remember you
and
saying
that shit hurt. Oh my god.
Sorry, podcast. Sorry, people.
But
Oh God.
yeah, dude. There's some good stuff.
No,
For,
not
I,
podcasts. I need to go to books.
for what? I'll pull it up. It'll
No,
come up here.
yeah, no, but I'm just
Why are you hitting me? What is it?
why not?
We're spiraling. Whoa.
pre-ordered, and it releases expected May of 2022. Yeah, the world's strongest audiobook: 10 rounds, 10 lessons, 1 Eddie Hall.
Really?
Dude.
Yeah, it talks about his journey through Strongest Man, and then it's going to talk about the boxing match. It's going to talk about everything.
Was it you who told me that like Brian Shaw had a whole like thing?
Podcast? Yeah.
Someone was like, yeah, he was gonna like kill himself out of the bicep injury. Was that you who I was talking to? Maybe it was Kevin.
No, but
yeah, there's-
have you listened to his podcast?
No, I think someone brought it up to me and was like, yeah, they're talking about his podcast.
Yeah.
And then he was like, someone was telling me, it was like, yeah, like his whole road and with strongman, it's like he tore his bicep and all this stuff. And do you need me to pause the? What do you?
No, you're good. You're good.
But like, but yeah, so like someone was telling me like he was gonna like kill himself,
Really?
and have his whole because like a lot of the Rob Kearney, the gay one,
No.
really strong.
Yeah.
Like, did you hear about the whole tricep thing that he had going on? Dude, he went to log press, right? It was like 450, I think, and he blew his tricep.
Really?
The people that did the surgery,
Oh, I know what you're talking. I saw that. Yeah, I heard about this.
yeah, that was fucking wild.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Dude, I don't know. I don't know. Like that whole like I don't know. Like the whole like Eddie Hall half Thor fight is just kind of so less impactful for me for now because it's just like
it's been dragging on for a while.
it's been dragging on for a while, and I feel like these guys aren't going to be conditioned enough to fight. So it's just going to be them punching each other for like a round and a half.
Yeah.
And then they're going to get tired, and then it's just going to be like them
It'll
leaning on
be
each other.
it'll be the what is it? It'll just be a lesser of a
Connor fight.
Tyson and that Connor.
No, it'll be a lesser version of Tyson and whatever his name is.
yeah, Mike Tyson and.
Speaking of
Tyson
fighting, though, what's his face is fighting. I forget the guy's name. The Samoan fighter. He's from like Hawaii or whatever.
the shoey guy?
Yeah, Shui guy. I forget his name, but
two of a late.
in the mic.
Two
in the
of
mic.
Lea?
Two of a Leda, two of
but
a
he's now fighting Stipe Miocic.
What? When's that happening?
I do not know. I saw it today.
Is that official on a card, or is it like circulating, or like?
Well, that's what it's going to be his next fight. They're saying.
Two of
Holy
Ilata?
shit.
No. Nope. That was not.
Choco
correct.
Valoa?
You can look it up.
Yeah.
We don't.
Shui guy.
Shoey guy. I was trying to type out what I knew of his name.
Oh,
But,
dude.
Definitely not. Shoeys.
What are you?
Vengeance.
Dude.
Tied to
That movie.
Tuvasa.
Tuvasa, yeah, maybe.
Dude, people. I've been
Did
seeing
you
all the
see him
social.
get Dana White to do the shoey?
No.
There's a video of him getting Dana White to do a shoey.
Nice.
I thought that guy Samoa was just like a fat white guy.
No, he's Samoan. Did you not see the giant?
I thought we were talking about two different people.
I am the shadows.
Dude, I've been seeing all over social media.
Vengeance.
People are like, that movie is so.
Shui vengeance. I am vengeance.
Can we talk on that, please?
No,
It was so bad.
it actually
Oh,
wasn't that bad.
I did not.
Okay, I'll tell you exactly why you didn't like it. I'll tell you exactly why you should like it.
All right. By the way, just heads up, spoilers.
Spoilers. So,
Spoilers,
if you
yeah.
haven't seen the new Batman
Not car
movie,
spoilers, movie.
if you haven't seen the new Batman movie,
click
you can
off.
fast forward by I'd say 5-10 minutes, or
It will be marked on what
yeah,
time to
or
skip
just,
to.
Anyway, yeah.
figure that
So, the whole point was the whole thing was. It was a very comic book take on it was a comic book movie.
But it's such a complex comic book
Yes.
to get through one movie.
So the whole thing was I feel like the movie was too long, first off.
Yes, 3 hours.
And second of all, I feel like the way the plot worked should have if you put in I said this to Gio last night too. I said if you put in one or two more action scenes, the movie's all like five times better. Because whenever Robert Pattinson was actually fighting or doing stuff as Batman, it was cool.
I agree.
fluid,
It was
very
really
very
good.
fluid. It looked
was
very
good fighting
good.
He
scenes.
just got his ass kicked.
But 90% of the movie is him walking around looking at people in the costume, and it's like, yes, it's a very noir, different like a different like, kind of like dark, gritty Gotham, and I understand that, and it's very like evil.
But
if it's going to be that evil, I feel like first of all, the movie looks amazing. Definitely one of the best movies I've ever like watched, like cinematography wise, lighting wise, like music wise. One of the best I've ever seen. The problem though is the plot detracts from it, in my opinion, because first of all, Lieutenant Gordon in this has way too much of a role, and so does Alfred has way too much of a role in solving these riddle or like the cases.
oh yeah, Alfred's just sitting there with the
Yeah.
newspaper,
Yeah.
eating some berries. It's
solving
like,
it.
Hands
hey,
on the cipher. Yeah.
my Spanish isn't great, but here's the cipher. It's
And
like
this is a problem that
What?
we have seen time and time again with
side
how
characters.
it is so hard to make Batman portray him as the world's greatest detective and also have other characters.
Yeah.
Because you solo it with Marvel, Iron Man, smartest dude in the room, but then
And he knew it.
and he knew it. But what made the Avengers work was you had the smartest guy in the room was smart, and he knew he was smart, and he showed you he was smart. Everyone else around him, yeah, Captain America would kill him. You know what I mean? Stronger than him, faster than whatever. But he's not smarter than him. So he didn't. Except for when it was him and Bruce Banner going like talking about stuff. There was never really a challenge to his mind.
Yeah.
to his intelligence at
with,
all.
With Batman, it was more like he would catch some stuff and he would pick up on some stuff and put it together. But it just kind of seemed like he was always a step or two behind. And then
Always.
he
Like
wakes up in the
that one, the
The El La thing.
the
rat with wings one.
Yeah.
They focused on that so much.
I know, and it really wasn't that good.
It wasn't that deep. Oh, okay. Well, Penguin, no. Okay.
You know what it was that really
Falcon.
detracted away from
No
the movie for
way.
me was this. They build up, and right when you think you're going to get a punch for a twist or a new plot development, right into another build-up.
Yeah.
There was never like a big like until the end or until like close to the end. There was never like a big like well bam.
It wasn't a
Yeah.
climax. It
Well,
was.
that's
It just
kinda
kept
why-
climbing and
that's
climbing
kinda-
and climbing.
And like,
and
no
then,
offense,
yeah,
it's
nothing.
kind of why I kind of fell asleep because I mean, to be fair, we did watch it super late.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, we didn't get home until like 2:30.
yeah, but I feel like we've done this before. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
And I
The
feel
reason-
like because those buildups were not they weren't. Nothing was like exactly what
Yeah.
you said. They were ramming in instead of a buildup, and boom, action scene or something crazy is happening. It's like okay, now we're in a completely different kind of timeline aspect, building up to another. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because then
they're-
it makes whatever just happened that much less
Irrelevant.
important. Yeah.
yeah, because he had that whole thing with Penguin, but now it's
The
like
Penguin should have been a bigger character.
I agree.
Okay,
But-
okay. This is like before Penguin is really Penguin because
Yeah,
this,
because
you
he's
gotta
still
remember
working for Falcone.
Yeah, this you got to remember. This is only the second year Batman is Batman.
This is the Arkham
This is the
Knights.
year 2.
This
So-
is Arkham Knights, right?
And this is the-
No,
this
not
is-
Arkham Knights.
Wait,
this is Arkham
where-
Origins
and then-
Batman.
So
Arkham
he,
Origins,
He,
thank
he
you,
has or
sorry.
has not been with Roz yet.
No.
No. Okay.
Okay, so the way so basically Batman is Batman. This is why I liked the movie was because or like I like parts of it was because you would see how he was talking in the beginning about how he's like I'm not in the shadows, I am the shadows, like I strike fear into everybody. Because nobody knows who the fuck this guy is. Like nobody knows what's going on. They've just been running around beating the shit out of people for 2 years.
Yeah.
And now they're like if you're a criminal, a dark corner, and that's like the whole point. But the problem is
That was what Batman was based.
that was what Batman is. The problem is, you have all these soy boy Marvel fans. They go to this movie, and they're like,
That's you.
"This movie goddamn sucks. Where's the jokes? Where's the action? Where's the placating
The
to my
lighthearted-
likes as a
yeah.
fan? What you're telling me? You're a Batman movie with no Robin, with no Bane, with no Joker,
Yeah.
with
Well, I
no."
didn't need all that.
But I'm saying,
I see
if
what
you
you're
need-
saying.
It's a
No, I
lot
agree
of
with you.
Marvel fans.
I
a lot
agree
of Marvel
with you.
fans are they just sucking at the tit of Marvel anything that happens.
Mm-hmm.
I watched No Way Home. I enjoyed No Way Home. Did
But
I
I'm not
think No Way
sitting
Home was the
here-
greatest superhero movie of all time? No, because it wasn't. Because if you really break down the plot doesn't make any fucking sense. It
Oh,
just
yeah.
doesn't. But then you look at Batman, where this was a movie that I think it is a better watch by yourself at home movie
Mm-hmm.
than in a movie theater.
Sorry, continue.
But the Riddler's costume, his voice, his Paul Dano or Dano, however you say his name, tremendous actor. Love that actor. I would watch almost anything he's in.
Except for that movie.
Except that was really, really, really bad. I mean, I went
I was
home.
cringing.
I thought it was just you guys that were making me laugh. I went home and I looked up this prison scene where he was like talking to him in prison, and I was like, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna see if I laugh. So I clicked on it. I'm watching it, and he goes, no. He's like, you're gonna die alone.
Exactly what he did. He was like,
Dude, I literally was in tears. I was like, "Oh my god!" Because I understand what they were trying to do with him, have him being like more of a gritty, realistic, dark Jim Carrey Riddler.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Have like that spontaneous flair that Jim Carrey had, but be very dark.
I loved, so going back, we were talking about this earlier, the George Clooney movies, when George Clooney was Batman. There was some characters in that. Jim Carrey, he was with
George. I thought he was with was it George Clooney?
Yes, George Clooney was the one before Christian Bale. Because it went Adam West, then George.
No,
it didn't. I'm sorry.
Adam West, Michael Keaton,
Michael Keaton. Thank you. Sorry, I skipped
Val
one.
Kilmer.
Was it Michael Keaton No, Jim Carrey wasn't in Michael Keaton. That was too long ago.
No, it was Val Kilmer was next, then George
And
Clooney, then Bale, then Affleck, Pattinson.
Then, I said Affleck instead of Affleck. I'm pretty sure that Jim Carrey's Riddler was in the George Clooney movies, if I remember correctly. Either way, that was my favorite version of the Riddler. I also think that, honestly...
No. Yes. And no. I think it was... I'm 90% sure he was in the Val Kilmer movie with...
well, after this thing,
But then I'm
I'm
looking
find
it up right now.
Find out who's right.
But then I'm pretty sure... I think...
Oh, God.
I want to say he was in the Val Kilmer one. Because Val Kilmer was solving riddles in that movie. And I for whatever reason... I feel like
You're right.
he was
It was
also
Batman Forever.
Yes.
You're right. When was...
Because the villains were Arnie and what's her
It was
face?
Mr. Freeze and
Mr.
Poison
Freeze
Ivy.
and Poison Ivy for the George Clooney one.
Yeah. Damn. But either way,
Yeah.
I still love that version of the Riddler. It was a little too over the top, but there's been a lot of different versions of that character.
There has,
But it's also-
a lot of different versions.
I wanted to see, and that's what I was kind of expecting, was a more so, more of a challenge to like have like a mental battle happening,
Like a mind fucking.
because if you
Riddler.
had
I gotcha.
if you had Batman and he's just like becoming distraught and he's like really working
Yeah.
on solving these cases, then I would have enjoyed the movie. But the problem is you have little pieces of him solving something or doing something, but then it's like you said, like Alfred comes in, oh, I just solved this for you.
Yeah.
Oh, the Lieutenant Gordon's like, oh, well, what does this piece mean? Like, I understand, like you have to involve the characters, but I just feel like they had too much impact.
You also got to
No.
There's
Okay.
also a really big part of Batman where, my opinion, DC Comics over Marvel Comics. But
Yeah.
movies wise, DC is usually they have
way down,
way down, but only because Marvel kind of put everything together first. But now going back to Batman, Batman is the greatest detective. He is one of the highest IQs in the entire DC multiverse.
Yeah.
He absolutely
Wasn't he the one where it was like,
110%.
I have a fallback plan for all of you?
Oh yeah,
Right,
he had a way to kill
He has a contingency plan.
for every one of the Justice League.
Yeah.
But also, you think about it, he was in the Morbius chair too. He was one of the
Yeah.
only people that could handle the Morbius chair,
And he almost didn't give it back.
and
But
he almost
but
didn't give it back.
But
There's so many things.
We gotta
He
go
is
see
the
that.
greatest IQ.
No, it's
One of the
not.
greatest
That's
IQ.
not the same Morbius.
I was just saying.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, that looks bad.
That looks.
That looks bad.
I thought it looked good.
That looks really bad.
Look,
I'm not
Have
gonna
you,
lie.
okay, now
Dude,
first,
we are 2 for 4 at the movies this month. So
Yes, we're 2 for 4. What was, Jackass and what else?
we saw Moonfall. We saw this one. We saw what was the
So
other one?
Moonfall sucked. Jackass was okay. Jackass was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
And Batman was. I think it could have been better. I would give it a solid 6.5, 7 out of 10.
I'll give it like a 6.
Did we see another one too?
We did.
That was like beginning of February.
Yeah. For the past month, we've been going. But
What
at the
did-
same
what did we say?
at the same time, going back to Batman.
Yeah.
I think that DC this year, I think the movie I'm looking forward to the most is probably The Flash. Now let me tell you why.
Do you
Because
think
they
they're gonna
bring
have-
Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna have the Barry Allen from the show in this one?
Probably.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, maybe because it's Flashpoint.
Maybe. But what
Is
they're
what
gonna
it's supposedly.
what
So-
they're gonna do is reset the DC universe.
Yes.
And they're starting
Well, see,
over.
see, the thing about last night that I know it's
Bye
gonna
bye
sound
Henry
dumb.
Cavill.
I know it's gonna
I
sound
love
dumb,
Henry Cavill
but the
as
thing
Superman.
is
Might
What do you
go to
mean?
Marvel. Did you
Henry
miss what I
Cavill
said?
is Superman.
no, I heard
Yeah.
Henry
they're
Cavill.
they're resetting the DC universe.
Yeah, that's what
So-
Flashpoint is. It resets the
So
DC.
Henry
Oh, I
Cavill
didn't know
will
that.
no
I
longer
didn't
be
know that.
Superman. Ben Affleck is no longer Batman.
Oh,
That's why they're resetting.
I
everything.
really
But
didn't know that. I
personally
didn't know
think they
that.
should have done Flash first.
Yeah.
So then it would have made more sense for Robert Pattinson and everything like that. You know what I mean?
I think they just want to scrap the whole Zack Snyder, Josh Whedon debacle that happened, and they just want to move on.
what do you mean? Well,
Like
How,
Zack
like
Snyder.
the Snyder cut of the
oh,
Justice League.
So,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm
so
sorry.
I
I'm
just-
sorry.
I
I'm
just-
sorry.
Because they changed everything.
Yeah,
I just
no,
think
no,
they
no, no,
have
yeah,
to
you
do
said-
that, and then
Which-
they want to cut everything out.
The Snyder
and
Cut wasn't bad. It was 4 hours, but
No, the Snyder cut was
Snyder Cut was very good.
really good,
amazing.
Yeah.
Although
and I wish they would have continued at the end of it.
although I
was
didn't,
pissed.
I didn't like the Flash scene
No.
where he like touches the like, when he touches the glass, cool. But then it's like
Wait,
he's now in slow motion, touching and breaking through the glass, and then everything else is still in slow motion. Then he's in real time, and then he's running in real time, but like half running, and then like
Is this
electric
the end
is
when
just-
they're like at the?
No, it's in the very beginning.
No, it kind of looks like
It's literally
CW.
Like, it's literally.
Oh,
it's literally just.
oh,
It's literally
okay.
he's like crab walking around like this, and then it's like, but he was just in slow motion. So was he moving faster than he just was? Because then he just broke glass, and now he's moving. Like it was dumb. But they kind of made up for it when the people were outside when they were saving the people, and he was like jumping around them,
Yeah.
getting all the like the falling
the
debris.
accident. Yeah.
He's like, that was cool. But yes, I think Robert Pattinson could be is a good Batman.
I think
the suit is cool.
Suit is
Suit is
tough.
amazing.
Suit is tough.
Batmobile,
The universe,
tough.
the universe that he
Universe.
just set himself up.
Tough.
I love how. I didn't mean to say Arkham Knights. I meant to say Arkham
Yeah.
Origins earlier. I love how they threw it all together. In all honesty, starting at year 2 is hard
Yeah,
because yes, everyone knows the Batman, but you have to know the comics. Like the way that they did this one, it is a very complicated comic that they talked
See,
about.
I wish I read the comics. 'Cause
I'm actually reading right now a Marvel one.
I'll have to borrow them from
Dark
you, dude.
Ages. It's on my phone.
Because you guys, because I always feel like left out sometimes. Because it's okay. It's like how like you guys watch like Harry Potter movies, and I'm like, well, that didn't happen. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to like, yeah. But and that's how I feel sometimes. Because when we watch the Snyder Cut, for me, I've never really paid attention much
I
to
really
DC.
don't think you're gonna like reading comics.
Ooh, sorry.
I
You don't
think
think
you.
so?
I think you.
Death
I would.
Metal. You would like Death Metal.
What's that?
The-
That was what reset the DC universe.
This really is news to me. I'm just
the-
asking out of ignorance.
The dude I
For, like,
say
the
the Comics
seventh
Explained
Yeah,
guy
but I'm
on
just-
YouTube or like the Comic Historian or Comics Explained guys. Whatever.
Yeah,
either
well, I
one of
watched
those.
some of those.
Comic
Yeah.
Story
Yeah, you
is-
sent me. Yeah.
Literally watch those. They have it's 10 times better than reading the comic. I feel like it'd be better for you because like
You're an audio. You're not.
I just
I
feel
haven't-
like you would get bored. Like not
Yeah.
bored because like it's just constant.
You like the pictures,
I
and I'm
hate
not
you.
even being rude. Like genuinely.
Well, you got me into those when I was, especially when I was door dashing a
Yeah,
lot.
I
I'd
know.
throw that on, and then I would like just drive around.
I used to do it at work.
Honestly, though, if you want to, I don't know if I want to
Sorry.
say this correctly. Not to say start with death metal, but it would once you get into comics a little bit, read DC death metal and go. You have to look up the order on how to read it because it's a very hard process to really.
Yeah, because
get
I
through
really,
all
I
of
really
them.
never read like a lot of like,
Dude, I have stacks on stacks of
Fiction,
Comic books
I
at home
usually-
that my dad had.
yeah, because a lot of the stuff that I read aside from like Harry Potter, but like the Lost Symbol, the Fourth
Percy
Turning,
Jackson.
never the Percy Jackson books.
I love Rick Riordan as an author. Unpopular opinion.
Oh, Aragon, I did read those books.
I read those.
That was really good.
I read all. There was actually a fourth book that came
I
out.
have 3 of them here, I think.
Yeah, there was a fourth one that came out. It was blue, or blue red.
I think I have it. I don't know. I didn't
gold,
read it.
and the
I think I have it. It's in
green.
the. It's in my.
It's the green dragon.
It might be. I think it's in my closet.
But you know what's funny is how different comic books are from like movies. Because like you think of Marvel, and when you think of like kind of happy-go-lucky kitty, like you
Not
know.
even close.
But there's literally a scene. There's literally a comic strip in which Wolverine and Logan like Wolverine and Spider-Man switch bodies, and then Logan goes and sleeps with like.
It wasn't MJ.
He was trying
it
to sleep with the MJ, and
Yeah.
then but mind you,
Didn't he
Peter-
sleep with Black Cat during that?
no,
No?
I mean he might have, but Logan's like 300 years old at this point, and Peter Parker and like all of them are like 16, 17.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah,
we
man.
talked about
Logan-
rape earlier.
So no, but real shit. Logan slept with Wanda.
Yeah.
Has slept with
Really?
everyone.
See,
Logan is getting it in.
He slept
See-
with Professor X, Magneto.
Well, no,
no,
see,
no,
see,
no,
see
no,
these
no.
are the things that I never really knew because like you guys would tell me this, right? And then, okay, when we watched the Snyder Cut, you guys were talking about.
Oh, we're
things-
like picking it apart piece by
you're
piece.
picking it apart, but then you're also like, well, this happened, and that never happened in the movie. But you guys are talking about a comic book, or you're like, well, I can't wait for this to happen, and I'm like, what do you mean there isn't
Yeah,
a movie?
Martian Manhunter. I wish they would have expanded on Martian Manhunter at the end of that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's why they could have had a whole second movie.
Yeah,
Another 4 hours.
but it doesn't. Yeah,
Well, that was actually interesting. That was my first real DC movie aside from like Batman.
The shitty ones.
listen, I'm telling you, what you got to do is you got to watch the Dark Knight trilogy in order,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got to watch.
DC animated verse.
You got to watch. Yeah, dude, you have to watch the animated universe.
I have the entire old DC animated universe
Keg hurt my hand.
Did you
on my
watch-
phone.
You would love the Death of Superman.
Oh,
Did you hate Batman versus Superman?
Yes,
You would love the Death of Superman.
I have it on my phone. Actually.
That movie is.
Hold on. We're just gonna not talk about how many animated I have on my phone.
anime or animation?
Like the DC.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's almost the entire DC
Here,
universe.
show it. Pull it this way so they can see.
Yeah. So I don't have it in order on my phone right now, but like I have Death of Superman.
For those of you who are
Apocalypse
listening
War
on
was the one that
Spotify,
ended.
he's scrolling through his phone with the amount of
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
We should figure out like another
11, 12,
RSS
13.
that would like actually like doesn't screw us like that what's that thing that we were gonna switch to?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should find like one that so like the thing with this RSS is it's really good,
Mm-hmm.
promotes it, we love it, but the only thing is we can't use a WAV file, which is better.
Oh yeah.
And we
for
can't
sure.
use an MP4 or an M4A, which is like a WAV MP3. whatever it is.
MP5?
MP5.
But yeah, no, I'll do some research today. I have some time before work, but I do have to finish this paper for school. But
If I can find my book, I have the Marvel Encyclopedia, and it's
What?
A through Z,
Yeah.
and
how big
it
is
goes
that?
through about that thick.
Is that about average size you put up there?
Well,
Above average?
Well below average.
Below?
Well above average, yes.
Well above.
See.
I just think I like comic
think 1
books and
inch pretty
comics
average.
like in like animated movies and stuff just
I'm clipping
because
that.
it's so most of it's so outlandish and cool and like it's so entertaining like
Yeah.
like when you watch a DC movie like you like the Batman trilogy like the Dark Knight trilogy yeah it's gritty it's realistic whatever but it's very good and even the third one being like the worst is still a 7
better
out of 10.
than
Sorry.
a
Yeah.
lot of the DC movies
yeah,
now.
still a 7 out of 10, you know. But yeah, with Marvel, I feel like Marvel is what we're going to start seeing now is especially with the Batman movie coming out. We're starting to see, even if it's slight, we're starting to see the tides shift a little bit because after the Loki series came out, Marvel has been getting criticized about just rinsing and repeating the same jokes, same format,
Well,
same
they've been
plot lines.
Someone poked them out, and they were like, they're making the same like they were just switching the characters or
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Did
they
you
were
say poked them out?
I didn't mean poked. Like they were.
I was just confused for a second.
I'm kind of dumb. I paid for
Yes.
college and fucking returned it.
Honestly though, it's the same format. They're not picking any new
It really
comics.
fucked me up,
Like
dude.
there is a. Hold on, I have a comic on my phone because I have the Marvel app for comics, Marvel Comics on my phone. Yes, I'm a superhero nerd.
Turn on my
I read all of Sinister War, Dark Ages. Gav, have you read Dark Ages yet? Marvel Dark Ages. I think I.
No, I read.
Dude,
Dude,
Maybe.
read it.
Maybe.
If you haven't, read it. Speaking of that, I'm gonna check if the new one came out. Why am I typing Marvel in on search Marvel Comics?
I don't know. For those of you who can't see it on Spotify or Apple Music or wherever you guys listen to, he is
No.
currently what? We're not doing that. You don't want me to tell them what they're looking at.
I mean, I literally
They can't
did
see
say
it.
What do we
I'm
talk,
on
what do
my
we talk
phone.
about?
What? Oh, to do the job. We got. Oh, should we do that today? Maybe we can do some of that stuff today. We got to record
There's
some of that
two
things.
issues that I need to. I'm gonna just real quick purchase and
Yeah, we should
download
do that
them
today,
onto
'cause
my
we have time.
phone.
That's actually. I was probably one of really, dude. You guys have some really fucking good ideas
Thank you.
for this, John.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
See, I wish
I've
I really. I
put
say this all the
nothing into
time.
this.
I know I say this all the time, and you're like, you should take a compliment. But like, I really wish I like had that like creative like, because like I can edit this and do the other stuff and make the posts. But like when it comes to like, you should hear the ideas that this man had the other day, dude. It was fucking wild.
That's why
I didn't know you were talking to me at first. I'm not gonna lie.
That's why. That's why we're a team, though.
Yeah, no.
Because if we both had the same ideas, then it would just be like,
And you know what's cool is neither of us are married to any ideas. Like actually, like I'm like, oh, try this, or like you wanted to put this up here, and I was like, oh,
Oh, we said
That's
that.
what-
That was last week.
Yeah.
because
Yeah, and it's like-
we had me, you, Clay. We had everyone.
yeah, but like I think that's cool. Like we don't actually we haven't not gotten in an argument ever over this.
nope.
Yeah, yeah. Except that one time at band camp.
Yeah.
Oh, you had to
The
say it.
tuba.
Hey, I'm downloading the other two Dark Ages, and I definitely recommend reading them.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
because no lie, it's so basically basic premise without giving too much away. Giant EMP.
What was
The
that?
Colts agree to trade Carson Wentz to the Commanders in exchange for multiple mid-round draft picks.
Oh shit!
That just popped up out of nowhere.
Wait, that's a CFL league? The commit? No, the
No,
Commanders.
no, Commanders are now. That's what the Redskins are. They went from the
Oh,
football
that's right.
team to the Commanders.
Wait. So
He's back in our division.
holy shit, he's gonna be like this the NFC East new Eli Manning. We're gonna beat him We're gonna just 2 free wins every year. Oh my!
I bet that Jalen Hurts.
Oh my!
That sure
That's
hurts.
actually a great pun,
Dude.
Carson. I bet that Jalen Hurts.
Okay, dude, I'm sorry, but like, what?
Popped up on my phone.
I heard the buzz on your phone. I
I'm
was
like, oh man,
dude.
my microphone, and then I'm like,
I don't know what happened to him after his ACL, but like,
he's the greatest quarterback of all time. I'm sorry, I can't
dude,
get that out.
Should I
I don't
kill
know
you here?
because think about this. He not only
That's what it was.
But
though.
think about this.
Oh.
You know, we always talk about his 2017 year. He was like his one like fluke year. You know, my dude beat like a up and coming primetime Rams. Went, you know what I mean, toe to toe the next season with a primetime Tom Brady Patriots team. The only reason he lost to the Seahawks was because of a shitty concussion protocol.
Yeah, I remember that.
So he probably win that game
Oh,
with
and then
him in the game.
that was when Josh McCown went in.
Yeah, we were literally driving down the field to win the game, and he gets the and Jadeveon Clowney goes, "Oh no," and then he gets hurt. He literally beat the Redskins in 2019, that same year, to make
Yep.
the playoffs. He beat the Redskins on a crazy
Yep.
throw, and then all of a sudden, 2020 happens.
All of a sudden, he goes. He
What
went
is-
like
what is-
the Riddler last
What is
night.
he? What is he? Literally, I don't know what happened. He was just like something had to have
I
broken
can't
him.
believe he just got I can't
I
believe that
can't
popped
believe-
up on my phone.
I didn't think he was
He's on
already
the-
traded.
he's on the so okay. So now that means Drew Lock is now the face of the Seahawks, or Geno Smith, whoever that is. I mean, not whoever that is, but I'm saying like whoever they're
Geno Smith is the most underrated quarterback in the league right now.
Geno Smith he's deservingly underrated.
Yes, but I just love Geno. I don't know why. I really don't know why.
I prefer Pat.
Oh my god, I hate you.
He's talking about cheesesteaks, if anyone notices.
Have you seen my tum tum? Anyway,
Snorlax? Is that you? You know the Munchlax evolves into Snorlax, right?
yeah, I don't care.
You know, in the Tale of Two Deoxys, the movie of Pokemon, you know.
Oh my god.
One of my favorite Pokemon movies of all time.
Lining them up today.
No, what was I was gonna say? Oh yeah, so
Your mom.
I like when he went to the Colts, everyone was like, "Oh, it's gonna be him and Frank Reich." I feel like the Colts never wanted him Because think
Wait,
about
who
this.
Frank Reich.
No, the
Carson.
Carson, because he goes to the Colts, and after a really, 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 really bad 2020, okay,
He sucked.
he sucked. Goes to the Colts, and then all of a sudden they're like, they made the playoffs with a 42-year-old or 40-year-old, whatever, Phillip Rivers, who's got 764 kids. He's got
Pull-out
more
game
kids.
week.
He's got more kids than Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt did. Or do.
But
okay?
they're all his biological kids.
That's what I'm saying. That man's-
Unlike Brad
They
Pitt
got
and
to-
Angelina Jolie.
They got to fucking.
That man's pumping them out. But no, they make the playoffs. At what was they? Where they were 12-5 or 11 or 12-4, 11-5, whatever they were the one year, 2020. They make the playoffs. The next year, they get Carson Wentz. What happens? They get
dicked.
They don't. They went what 9-7.
Maybe not even 9-7.
My phone just vibrated. I'm like, tell me. My phone just vibrated. And I'm like, tell me it's not another like crazy
Yeah.
thing that pops up. Like,
Dude, Russell Wilson's on the Broncos, bro.
yeah. And
Carson
Aaron
Wentz-
Rodgers is still still a pack.
Carson Wentz is
Yeah,
on the
for 4
he's
years.
on the Commanders.
Yeah, yeah.
We might get DK Metcalf. I don't know.
Yo, watch him in the next buzzer. Yeah, DK Metcalf
I'm
traded
just
to
gonna
the.
put my phone back on the table. It seems like good things.
That
happen.
was-
Tom Brady's
Wow.
coming out of retirement, probably.
Ben
People
Roethlisberger,
are,
Tom
like,
Brady,
really-
same team
people are really
throwing to
looking
each
into that.
other.
They're like, yo, he might come back or whatever it is.
Yeah.
People are freaking out. I'm like,
Drew
I
Brees.
don't think he's coming back.
Tom Brady throws to Drew Brees, who gets blocked by Big Ben.
Wait, whatever happened to Tim Tebow? Didn't he like?
I'll
go
tell you
to
what
the
happened.
MLB?
I'll tell you what happened.
Him having sex broke the world.
Okay, this
What?
is what happened.
He
Yes.
lost his virginity, and then 2020 COVID, dumpster fire.
Wait,
Oh no! Stop! Don't no. He was not a virgin.
Okay,
Have you
he
seen the
lost
man?
his virginity again.
Have you seen the man?
He was on a team with Aaron Hernandez.
Listen,
The man had a
coached by
little-
Urban Meyer.
coached by Urban Meyer.
All right, listen. So this is what happened. Tim Tebow gets drafted out of college, goes to the Denver Broncos. His first playoff appearance was against the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2011. He wins that game off of one play, one pass to Demaryius Thomas, the late Demaryius Thomas. He wins the game. They go to the next. They go to the next game. They lose to the Patriots badly.
Awfully.
Right.
Awful game.
So
also,
then-
I'm getting a Tebow jersey from the Jags. I'm just letting you all know. I will get it custom made.
He's in the NFL for 2 or 3 more years. He's really, really bad. He actually holds a record for least completed passes in NFL history. He has the worst passing completion percentage in NFL history.
Geno Smith has a better passing percentage than him.
Jesus Christ.
That was actually the manliest thing I've heard come out of his mouth.
So then he goes to he leaves the NFL. He leaves the NFL, and then he goes and tries out for the MLB.
I remember
the
that.
Mets say that they want to get him to their farm league. He tries out. He does well. He plays. He's doing good.
Better at baseball than football.
Better at baseball than football. Then all of a
Give me
sudden,
praise.
he's like playing on baseball in the farm league for like 2 or 3 years. And he's like, I don't want to do that anymore. So he gets hired by ESPN to do the college game day because he's college,
Great
college
commentator.
quarterback, great commentator. Then he just
Great
after
college
like a year and
quarterback.
2 years of that, he goes, I want to go back to the NFL. Works out, gets really buff, tries out for a tight end who's never played. He hasn't played tight end since like PB football. Plays tight end. Can't block. He becomes a meme after one missed blocking assignment. Gets cut instantaneously.
He did not
retires.
understand the assignment.
Understand the assignment.
I really am gonna get a Tebow jersey though.
Good.
I will find one, and everyone's gonna think it's like the greatest thing since sliced bread.
We are at 103. Just a heads up.
Betty White is older than the sliced bread.
Wait, what?
You
Betty
know the
White-
difference between
Betty
Paul
White was
Walker and
alive
Betty
before
White?
Sliced bread was invented.
You want to hear some crazy shit? So,
Betty White's alive.
what's her? Not Harriet Tubman. Oh, no, Harriet Tubman. I think it was Harriet Tubman. Who? I forget who it
That was
was.
the Underground Railroad. It was here. No, that was not. Jesus. Harriet Tubman was not Underground Railroad. She was the.
Hey pal. Hey pal. I need you to really think about what you just said and what you're saying. Okay.
Like I'm just gonna. I don't know history anymore.
So Harriet Tubman was the Underground Railroad.
Yeah, that's why I said it first, and I was like, no.
Yep.
Okay, so I was right.
Yep.
Okay.
Think you were thinking of Rosa Parks? So,
That's what I thought of next.
I think instead of reading comics or some other books you might want to read.
I actually like the only class I was actually good at was history.
Obviously.
History, science.
Yeah.
I was okay at math. English?
No,
Failed.
Betty White was 7 years older than Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks.
There's a real opportunity that I forget what famous figure, but like they're like they like died or was alive around the time that Shrek came out, and they're like, I forget who it was.
Oh,
Was
it might have been Harriet Tubman.
I think it was Harriet
It
Tubman.
was something crazy where like when Shrek came out in like 03,
She was like
she
still
was
alive.
like alive for another like year and a half.
So there's a good possibility that she
She
went to go
watched
see Shrek.
Yeah.
Can we do you know the difference between Paul Walker and Betty White?
What?
Paul Walker hit 100 before he died.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I remember how I found out that he died.
I was upset. I cried.
I was in my
cried.
room at my mom's house, and I got it. Like I was scrolling through Facebook, and it
cried.
just goes, "Paul Walker dies at age 30, whatever, 40, whatever." And I was like, "That's not true." Clicked on it. It's from like TMZ, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
I don't believe anything from TMZ. Anyone?
Can you believe he died in 2013?
That was not.
Yes,
nine-
because it was right before
that was not
Fast
9 years
6.
ago.
Yes, it was.
Oh my god. When I'll see you again.
Whoa!
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Charlie Puth, best part of that movie.
Dude, Charlie Puth is about to be like the greatest TikToker ever.
Dude,
My nose is on
you
the
know what it is?
microphone.
I do actually like how he does like his like new music is done. He'll be like, he'll take.
Gavin is currently
What was
having a
that?
conniption on the
Spiraling.
microphone.
Call me a football because I'm spiraling.
Not one Tim Tebow
Throw
threw.
me a barbell 'cause I'm pressed.
Yeah, Tim Tebow and Cam Newton can't throw a spiral.
Dude, did you know that Cam Newton
Has the worst
beat
hair in the NFL.
Alabama in the Iron Bowl, and then 2 days later he won like a state or like a championship for Auburn's basketball team.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh my!
I did actually know that.
he was also on steroids, I think.
I want to be on steroids.
Stop it! I already knew you were going to say that. Why don't you reach your natural potential before you go on steroids? Also, okay.
So if
Going
I
off
hit
of the steroids thing, Batman was that Bane serum?
No, it
or
wasn't
Bane
Bane
venom?
serum. It was adrenaline. Well,
Sure, that was green.
Well, okay. Well, Bane's venom is just a different strain of adrenaline. It's just
Which is true.
It's just a chemically enhanced.
Very
adrenaline.
illegal.
You gotta find your right strain, bro. Get from the right strain.
You strain me every day.
You mentally strain me.
What's happening?
We brought you
Anyway.
here for a reason.
It was funny that when Gio said it, he's like, he literally had I was like, he had a self revive.
Yeah,
Because he's
yeah.
literally laying on the ground. He just goes, and then cracked my armor.
I'm down. Revive me.
No, real shit. When he was on the like the jumbotron, the thing in
Yeah.
the middle,
Oh, yeah,
he's
just-
moving around. It's like when you're down and people are still shooting at you, and you're
Bro,
like,
that was
crawl,
physically
crawl.
hurting me to watch because there's like,
Oh no, they're gonna
there's, like-
shoot me.
yeah, he's just hanging there. He's just hanging there,
All right,
and
look,
the,
you know what to do, but you know what to do in post edit. But this is what every scene was like. I'm Batman, or no, I'm Vengeance. Who are you? I'm Vengeance. You're Vengeance. Hey, Vengeance. The whole movie was just him like this. They're like, who is that guy? He's Vengeance. Who are you?
I'm gonna put it over your
Vengeance.
face. I'm gonna put it over your face.
And then it's just like,
Put the bat.
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm
and
gonna
then it's
do.
like, and then it's like, he's on the thing, he's on the jumbotron. People are shooting at him. He's just like,
bro, literally,
like he's literally hanging there getting shot at.
Yo.
There is the ocean is flooding underneath of him. And he's just like,
That's why we were laughing because they're like about to make out, and I'm like, literally, she can
People are
see
dying.
the people under the thing because there's like graves,
Dying.
and they're straight up dying, and she's like,
She-
I
he-
love
he-
you.
he-
Oh, I'm like,
no,
That's
he gets shot. She's just like, everything's fine. We're good. Everything's fine. People are just down there like,
Yo, but he can take a high caliber rifle from right here, but a double barrel shotgun from a little bit farther knocks him the fuck out.
yeah. Can we talk about the fact this man was hanging on a ledge? He's still hanging there, and the guy pulls the shotgun out, and
just
he's
like-
like,
No. The shotgun came out when he was on.
Yeah.
He got already ahead.
Oh,
of them,
yeah,
and
yeah,
he
yeah.
was
The
fighting
rifle.
them.
Yeah, but
and he
no-
just goes,
okay,
"Hey," it's like,
can
where'd
we
you pull the shotgun
and,
from?
and to your point last night, what kind of coordination did they have to have like 68 rounds of bullets just on like in like you know what I mean like non-packaging, just loose bullets just stacked on top of each other, and he's just sitting next to them.
Yeah, okay, they all have rifles.
and they load it
one
one at a
motherfucker
time.
brought
Why
a
were they not just?
shotgun.
Yeah, why were they not just loading them
He
beforehand?
just leaves him. He just like, got lost in translation. He brings a shotgun and he's like,
Well, if anyone comes up here, I got you guys.
Listen, all I'm saying
Batman
is
comes
if
up.
you're ever gonna kill somebody, if you're ever just gonna kill a character like a hero, bro, just shoot. Don't just like dramatically graze it over
Oh,
his
dude,
head.
and then when he was changing the bullets, he's like, click. Oh, God.
Oh, it's
So-
a man with
It's
pointy
like-
ears.
oh, and he doesn't take them both out at the same time. Easy
Yeah.
enough to do with your fingers. He
I
goes,
just don't understand.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. If I saw Robert Pattinson's Batman suit in the fucking dark, I'm terrified.
If what?
Oh, I already
yeah.
shit myself.
Like that man.
Well, that was cool when he came out at first.
Yeah, he's. Dude, oh, that was another
Oh,
thing.
the heel clicking of the metal.
Dude, his punches looked like I remember I was watching that shit and they looked like they hurt. They
like he's beating the piss out of the skull face kids.
Yeah, that was something else. He looked
Fluid.
like a fluid, but he looked like
He was punching the fuck out of him.
can I?
Sorry.
He looked like somebody that would like he looked like he punched like a superhero.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't look like a dude in a costume, even though he is human. Obviously, he looked like he had training. He looked like when he punched you, your face was broken.
Just literally, he flicked you.
The
And
one
you-
guy,
you
he
dead.
beat the fuck, and then
Yeah.
just take his mask off. It was just fine. I'm like, that. I feel like you'd be a lot more messed
like,
up. He's like, you want what he's having?
He said, "I'm vengeance." I'm like,
What's going on?
I'm vengeance incarnate.
No.
That's why I said it was Bane Venom, because all of a sudden he was real angry. Just,
I think someone's calling me. The thing just got messed up. Watch Ben. Ben's like, hey man, I'm up.
yeah,
All right.
he's literally out here mopping bulls.
Yeah, he
me
looked
use
like
your face for a
also his
punching
entrance
bag.
into the garden. Like
Oh,
at the end,
yeah.
but through the ceiling. He was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that was tough.
That was cool.
Oh yeah,
That was
but
tough.
why do you have to blow out all the windows? Just one would have been fine.
Batman.
I'm just.
I'm
No, wait, time out. I have a question though about that.
What?
How were they all on the glass and on the roof when he blew that glass out at the end of the movie? They're all like, there's a bunch of people on the glass. on the
Okay.
dome.
That's
called a plot hole.
Oh, he's vengeance. No, this is how the entire movie sounded. He'd be like, a character would be like, "Wait a minute, what do we got to do?"
I don't know, but we gotta find the bad guy. Hello, Batman. You're not gonna win this one.
That's how the whole movie sounded. And if you
Ew.
didn't like that,
We didn't either.
we didn't either.
But yeah, we just
don't care
hit
about your
like
opinion.
111. So
Also, did you
Oh,
notice?
it's actually
Did you notice?
216.
Did you notice Did you notice the parallel
what do you mean?
between the music for like Batman's music?
yes.
It was like kind of taken a little bit from the Dark Knight trilogy,
Oh, I didn't notice it at all.
spliced with the Darth Vader theme.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
dun,
speaking
dun.
of themes, Matt, what anime is Goku in? This happened before. So give me a little bit of backstory real quick. We're doing womp 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 womp. You know, the Ultra Instinct from the
Yeah.
Tournament of Power for
Yeah.
Goku.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, what anime is that, Matt?" He goes, "Baki."
And then he
No.
goes, "Sure, Hurricane."
Sure. He almost said senpai at first. And I was like, no. He
Notice
goes,
me,
I said,
senpai.
Vegeta is
Notice
in
me.
the Vegeta's in the anime. He goes, "Oh, Goku." The anime is Dragon Ball. Well, it's actually Dragon Ball Super.
Dragon Ball Z.
No. It's Dragon Ball Super is the one that it's from. But yes, Dragon Ball Z is another series in the Dragon Ball universe. But I just don't understand how you didn't know Dragon. It's one of the most known.
Just kind of waiting for you to see how much do you think I really give.
The
a fuck.
story of Naruto Azumaki. Then the story. The story.
Like, isn't it Uzumaki?
The
Isn't it?
story.
Uzumaki.
The story of Naruto Suzuki.
Sasuke Toyota-san. What is it? What is it you always say?
Toyota-san, Nissan, Mitsubishi. I'm literally quoting the
I'm sorry, Sensei?
the third scary movie where they were talking in Japanese
yeah.
and all they're doing is she's like Benihana Toyota and he's like Mitsubishi Hyundai-san. They were like it was like a parody on Japanese, but
So next week, I would like to talk about anime more,
That's
just
fine.
because
That's fine.
we can go to a little bit of the
Weeaboo.
crowd.
Hey, what do you got there? Just it's called
Drugs.
It's called brother sister.
What?
Oh, that's cool? Is that like a brother sister crime fighting duo?
No.
It's about a brother and a sister.
Step.
You can figure out the rest.
Okay. Stop. All right.
Wait, there was a song that was playing again. Remember we were in the car? I was like, is that the porno thing? We're gonna have to cut that out of the podcast.
That's staying in. We don't edit the fuck out of this thing. But sorry, buddy.
All right.
And I just
All
want
right,
to say thank you all.
So we said 115.
Cool.
So like we say, I would say, guys, keep liking the videos, keep following us, keep up on our socials. Could be on a lot more. We'll see what happens. We'll have another microphone or two. We're gonna order on Friday. Cause it's payday, so we're gonna follow up with that. But anything you guys wanna add?
I'm vengeance.
You're what?
I'm vengeance. I'm a vegetable. I'm
I'm
a vegetable.